From fees to open houses to selling your home, it can be timely and costly. But according to a recent CNN Smart Money article, there are some things that your broker won't tell you. So thank goodness we have real estate expert Sally Moore in this morning to help break things, to keep it real, I say.
There we go. That's good. That's good.
Okay, so what do the findings show?
Well, it was a really interesting article. There were actually 10 points that were brought up in the article that are things that usually your broker won't tell you. And I thought some of them were kind of funny because some of them are things that we tell people right up front.
Wow.
And one of the big ones is about open houses. Today it's really timely because today starts the Spring Homes Tour, where all the new construction communities are open to buyers to come out and take a look. Those can be phenomenal to help sell a property. That's where people get to look at what's inside a new home and get to know these new communities. But for a residential resale property, the statistics really now are very staggering. The chances of your home selling through an open house held by your broker are about 1 to 2%.
No kidding.
Yes, and that's according to the National Association of Realtors.
Why is that?
Well, it's because most qualified buyers are working with buyers' agents to come look at property, and they're not just wandering around what we call looky-loos, going through open houses to get decorating ideas, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, so don't waste your time.
Well, you know, in some cases, in a very hot area, per se, I know we're in a buyer's market right now, so that kind of sounds contradictory, but in a neighborhood where perhaps there's not quite as much turnover, an open house can be the talk of the neighborhood. So that might be an opportunity to get the neighbors even over to see the house because they may want to choose their next neighbor as well. So that can be an opportunity for you. But for the most part, there are excellent opportunities for real estate agents to meet potential buyers, not opportunities for a seller to sell their home.
Okay, really good to know. What else can you tell us?
Well, one of the points of the article is that fees being non-negotiable. All fees involved in a real estate transaction are on the table, okay?
Everything's negotiable.
Exactly. You've heard the old saying before. And what you need to ask your broker or your agent who you're interviewing is, what are you charging and what does that entail? So cheaper doesn't necessarily mean better, but ask to see the numbers that back up what the real estate agent may be asking you to pay.
Okay, next point to pay attention to.
I'm not obligated to stay quiet for you.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, this one's kind of tricky. Let's bring up the old open house again. Say you're a buyer and you're out looking at property. You need to know that the person sitting in that open house represents the seller. Now, of course, we're there to listen to you and to hear what you are looking for and whatnot, but whatever you reveal to that agent can therefore be referred to the seller. So if you don't want them to know how much you're willing to pay for a property, don't say at that point. And if you are being represented by another agent, make that clear when you go into the open house.
Okay.
Perhaps you can ask your realtor for a stack of their cards that you can leave at the property as well. Make sure they know you're represented.
Okay, we have time for one more important piece of advice.
All right, let's see where the full screen takes us, so to speak. I know zilch about zoning. That's a really important one. If you're moving into a neighborhood and you have grand plans to tear down trees and put up a big outbuilding for all your tools, make sure you know what the restrictions are in the subdivision. The agent may or may not know that information. It is the agent's responsibility to get it for you, so ask for it.
Okay, next time I'm calling you.
Okay,
you know the deal.
I'm there for you, dear.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.